In this video, I want to answer the question, what are the 6 thinking hats? The 6 thinking hats are a creation of thinker and thinking pioneer Edward de Bono, who is perhaps more famous for the idea of lateral thinking. But the 6 thinking hats is by far his most practical tool for use in everyday management, business, professional services, and vitally to you, project management. For me, the 6 thinking hats is a brilliant resource. So let's understand what we can use it for. We can use it for generating ideas. We can use it for discussing and evaluating those ideas, and we can use it for making good, robust decisions. And the idea underpinning the 6 thinking hats is that diversity of thinking produces better results. If we approach a problem from one direction, then the answer we get may not be a good one. If we look at a decision from just one perspective, then the decision we make may be a weak one. But if we can approach a problem or look at a decision from multiple angles, then we get more ideas, better ideas, and more robust decisions. And the 6 thinking hats gives us those 6 different perspectives with which to think. And the metaphor is simple. When we want to think in a certain way, we wear a certain hat. So let's have a look at the 6 different ways of thinking and the thinking hats that symbolize them. The green hat is the hat we wear when we want to think creatively. Wearing the green hat frees us up from any limitations. We can come up with any ideas we like. The metaphor of green for growth says it all. New springs, new ideas. The green hat is the creative thinking hat. The white hat is the hat we wear when we want to be entirely rational, when we want to focus on rigorous processes, rigorous reasoning, and clear, evidence-based facts and knowledge. So, having come up with ideas, we can start to evaluate them perhaps using data. We move from our green hat to our white hat. But data isn't everything. People react emotionally. And so, to think about how people will react emotionally to our ideas, we wear the red thinking hat. The red thinking hat symbolises emotional responses, how we feel about the ideas and how we expect other people will feel. It looks at things like values that are hard to quantify with the data that we used when we wore our white hat. The yellow hat is the hat that we wear when we want to build upon ideas, when we want to be constructive, when we want to look at the advantages of an idea, perhaps when we're making a decision. The yellow hat gives us permission to fantasize about how one idea can lead to another, how the strengths of one idea can be built upon to produce great and wonderful outcomes. But of course it's easy to get carried away while we're wearing the yellow hat. Sometimes things go wrong, and so we wear the black hat to identify risks that are inherent in our ideas, to look at the disadvantages of those ideas and the things that could go wrong. And finally, there's the blue hat. We put on our blue hat when we want to control the process of thinking, when we want to direct decision makers to the next piece of information or the next style of thinking. We put on the blue hat when we want to move the creative conversation onto the next stage. The blue hat is what we wear when we sit above the process and direct it. It's not so much about the thinking, it's about the thinking about the thinking. And of course, we can use the 6 thinking hats in many different ways. 2 ways that I like to use it are firstly, allocating different people in a meeting to different roles. Joe, I'd like you to be creative, come up with as many ideas as you like and wear the green thinking hat. Chris, I'd like you to look out for problems, to wear the black thinking hat and alert us to anything that could go wrong. But Pritesh, I want you to wear the red thinking hat. Think about how other people would perceive this ideas. What do they care about? What are their values? How will they react emotionally to what we're putting forward? Of course, you may not choose to allocate different hats to different people. You may move the discussion through a number of stages and invite everyone to put on one thinking hat at a particular stage in the conversation. And then, as that conversation reaches maturity, invite people to take off that hat and to put on another. Whether you're a professional, a manager, or a project manager, the 6 thinking hats is one of the best tools that you can possibly use. It helps you with coming up with ideas, it helps you with evaluating those ideas, and it helps you with making robust decisions that you've thought about from a number of different perspectives.